Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. Today is December the 23rd, 2018. 8 days left before the end of the month. And this is our Boss Babe Call. And you guys, I want you to think about this. We have been doing this a whole entire year. The Boss Babe Calls. If y'all remember, raise your hand if you were on that first one that we started at the beginning of the year. Remember when we just decided we were going to do this, and we did it for, I believe it was 6 weeks, and then we decided, hey, we're going to keep it up. So thank y'all for those of you that have been on every single time or have gone back and watched. I know personally it has helped me, and so I hope it has helped you. And in my reminder text today, I said, don't miss the last Boss Babe Call. But we're having another one on the 30th. So we will have a short one next week as well, just to wrap up the month and wrap up the year 2018. And so we do have a guest speaker today, but before I bring her on here, I wanted to give you guys a few reminders. So first of all, I've already told you 8 days before the end of the month. And I want you to think about something. Think about something. How long does it take you to fill out an agreement if you had a new consultant? About 10 minutes, right? How long does it take you to do a party? 2 or 3 hours. How long does it take you to do an interview, to talk to someone about the company? 30 minutes. So I just want to tell you that you all have time to meet your goals. And I'm sure Allison is going to touch on this too. But there are some markers that you want to look at before you put your head on the pillow on the 31st. One is, are you on target for Star Consultant, the new quarter? So if you want to be on target for Sapphire, you want to have at least 300 in from the 16th, like starting with the 16th to the end of the month. If you want to be on target for Ruby, you need to have 400 in. On target for Diamond, you need to have 500 in. On target for Emerald, you need to have 600 in. And on target for Pearl, you need to have 1,200 in. So look and see if you have not ordered since the 16th, and you're like, you know what? It's a new year. I'm going to be a Star Consultant every single quarter in 2019. It starts with this quarter that we're on. Some of you are already on target, and some of you have already done it. Like, you know, you're going to be a 4-quarter start for this year. But even if you're not, you can start this new quarter. Okay, so look at that. The other thing is, look at your retail. How much retail do you have in for the year? If you want to be on target for the National Court of Sales, you want to have 20,000 retail, not wholesale. So some of you are probably closer than you think. Okay. Also, if you want to be on target for maybe your area court, like if you're in Go Give, then that is a total of 20,000 for the year. So you would need to have at least 10,000 retail in. And that's called the Princess Court. And when you are on target for the Princess Court, then you get to go to the reception for the Go Give, which is pretty cool. And same thing with Court of Sharing. If you have at least 12 qualified in by the end of December, then you are on target for a National Queen's Court of Sharing, and you win the diamond and gold bumblebee pin or ring or bracelet, whichever one you want. And if you have at least 6, then you're on target for the Princess Court of Sharing. So look at those numbers, find a place to win, and know that you have time. And so I'm going to bring on our speaker. I'm going to read you her accolades, and then I'm going to tell you my personal opinion of this beautiful woman. Okay, so this is for Allison Carter. She is a Pink Cadillac sales director, actually a new Traverse sales director right now. She started her Mary Kay business in February 2005. She earned her first Mary Kay card just 6 months after joining Mary Kay. She debuted as a sales director September 2005. The same year she joined Mary Kay, she became a sales director. She was a Triple Crown achiever, which means she did all 3 of the challenges for new directors, Moving On Up, Fabulous 50s, and Honor Society. She's got 52 stars on her ladder of success, means she's been a Star Consultant 52 times. This is probably one of the most impressive things she's done. She has 15 gold medals. That means there's been 15 different months that she's gotten 5 qualified or 5 team members in 1 month. She is a Circle of Achievement director 7 times, and she also won a top director trip, all expense paid, to Rome, Italy. It's one of the funnest trips that Brad and I had. It's because her and Chris were there. they have to be in Hawaii with us. Okay. She's done the Court of Sharing and won the Bumblebee Pin 2 times. She's done Double Star 2 times. She has won 9 cars since joining Mary Kay. And 4 of them have been the beautiful pink Cadillacs. She has been a monthly Miss Go Give winner, November 2014, which is one of the most prestigious awards given to Mary Kay. She is married to the very handsome Chris Carter. She's the mother of 3 boys, Jordan, Jace, and Jet. And they are a lot of fun and great guys. Her highest combined income has been over $22,000 in 1 month. $22,000. Open your checkbook, put down deposit, Mary Kay, $22,000. How many of y'all would that make you happy? Money doesn't buy you happiness, but I could get a little joy out of $22,000, right? Let me tell you what I love about Allison. I just read something that said that people who laugh a lot live longer. So because of Allison, I am going to go ahead and unmute her. Because of Allison, I am going to live a long, long life. Because Allison and she makes me laugh, and we don't even have to even be like, I can send her a Voxer message, and she's laughing, and I don't hear her, and she sends one back, and I am dying, and Brad's going, what's she saying? What's Alex? You talking to Carter? What's she saying? Because she makes me laugh, and but she also motivates me, and she's been on some of the Boss Babe calls back in, I believe it was in May, and she and I went chatterbooking together. We've done events together, and she's just my good girlfriend. And she's a diva, and I'm a cheetah, and never the two shall part. And so I just love her to death. I'm so glad that she is on our calls and her unit members. And I just thought some of you don't know her, and so I wanted to bring her on to do a little training. She's a fantastic trainer. It's one of her gifts. And I told her just to train on whatever she feels led to train on tonight. So get your pen and paper out. Get ready to take some notes. Get ready to have a good time. And I bring to you the Queen Diva of Titusville, Florida, Allison Carter.
Woo! All right. Awesome. Well, thank you, Cleta. You guys, one of the greatest things about this business are the girlfriends. And I mean, I didn't know that I could have such great relationships with women when I started Mary Kay. I thought, I was very ultra competitive, and I thought, I'm just going to plow over all these girls and just like run straight to the top, And what I learned was that, you really working together is so much more powerful. You can only do so much alone. You know what I mean? And so one of the gifts is learning how to work with people. And then the better that you do and the harder that you work when you're at the consultant level, and the more attention you pay, when you pay more attention to your relationships and cultivating a good attitude and getting better and attracting more people to you, then all of a sudden you get these really rich relationships. And then you're in these arenas where the top producers are at, and you're like, I remember like wanting to be good friends with Cleta, and just starting our relationship and seeing each other just on a monthly basis at a director meeting and really having fun, but not really being friends, but looking forward to seeing her again and sitting next to her, to becoming really great friends. And I mean, we've laughed way more than we've cried together, but we've cried together, we've laughed together, we've stressed out together, she's slapped me around, I slapped her around. I mean, it's a great relationship, and I just am really encouraged because I want you guys to know that all of those great things, I mean, people will say, you and Cleta are so fun together. I watched you put those eyelashes on her, that video or whatever. And I think everybody can have it, but you've got to learn how to really master what you're doing at the consultant level to get yourself to those next arenas where some of the really, you're going to have great relationships as consultants, but I'm just saying, like, just in general, it's been so much fun. And it's been one of the greatest gifts to me are my director girlfriends and my top director girlfriends and my Cadillac director girlfriends. And, and so it gets better and better and better. And so anyway, thank you, Cleta and girl. We stay skinny. Because we laugh so much. So it's like you get cuter because you're hanging around cute people. you make more money because your girlfriends are making good money. You know, you get skinny because you're laughing. I mean, we got a 6-pack from laughing. So, I mean, I canceled my membership to the gym. Thank you. You know, I don't have to sweat anymore. I just call Cleta. Anyway. Okay. So you can imagine how much fun we have, right? And so get registered for the fall advance in February, because we're going to be laughing all the way through all of that too. So anyway, okay, today I want to talk to you a little bit about some last minute ideas. And, you know, one of the things that I've really been thinking about today isn't just the last minute ideas, but kind of these next few days when you're spending time with family and friends and you're regrouping and restructuring and getting ready for the big push that happens in the first of the year, and finishing your goals in December and getting ready for January. I want to talk to you a little bit about what that looks like and the mindset of winning, because a lot of what you see come together in December is a cultivation of what you did in October and November, and I mean January and February and March, and the quarters leading up to December, the customers that you built, the skincare customers that you made, transitioning customers into the next level of customer care with not just skincare, but glamour and things like that. So I want to touch on a little bit of all of that. So I'm going to kind of talk fast. So, you know, I think we'll open it up for questions. But anyway, one of the things I enjoy about this part of the year is that I really get to focus on being a beauty consultant. I mean, I think as directors, most of the year we play director. And in this time of the season, it's really fun for me because I really get to do that extra for my customer, that extra little tag or little sticker. You guys look right here. I have these stickers. I got these at the dollar store, like probably 3 years ago. And I only have this many left, but it came with like 2 sheets of stickers, and they're kind of like foamy, you know, but they're glittery. And I sent some packages out in the mail, and my customer called me and was like, I loved that packaging. And I thought, all I did was put some stickers on an envelope. You know, you just do that extra little thing. And I thought to myself, you know, she paid full price for a product. She waited a couple of days to get it. The least I could do is put a couple of stickers on an envelope and put a little love note. You guys, one of the things I want to tell you just really quick is that this is like cardstock, these little booklets that you can get at Hobby Lobby in their crafting section. And it's all different like colors and things, just little, but it's like hard paper, like cardstock material. And what I do is I just rip. Here's one with pineapples. I'll send this to you, Cleta, because we're going to Hawaii. It's like pineapples like this, and I just fold it in half. And sometimes I'll put a little sticker on the front that says thank you. You know, I have little stickers real close by. And that just says thank you. And on the inside, I'll write a little hand note that just says thank you for being a loyal customer. You know, you're the cream of the crop or something or whatever. And I mean, I get so many like loyalty. Okay. And loyalty is important to you, especially when it comes time for Christmas shopping and gift giving ideas throughout the year, but especially right now, because don't we want everybody to think of us when we want to sell the lotions and body care and skincare and lipsticks and all of that? We want them to think of us, but it comes from the way you made them feel throughout the course of the year. So as we're wrapping up our December goals and really getting into January, I want you to be thinking about, what am I doing that sets me apart from other customers and from other retail locations? Okay, why would they choose me versus Bath and Body? Okay, and so of course, last minute ideas, you guys, people are still shopping. My husband and I literally just left Walmart, and before we pulled in, I was like, oh, please, you know, let us get through this safely. But people are, you know, in their carts, they have all kinds of stuff still. And I'm not done shopping yet. So tomorrow I have to go back out. I've got my list. I know what I'm looking for, but you know, so I want you to know that you don't turn it off completely just because it's Christmas Eve and you haven't had the big sale yet, or whatever the case is. I think all of the main thing that you can do right now is just letting your customers know that you're available. Okay, now if you're out of town and you're not available, then do some type of like shopping online. Okay, and if you, I created a video that I can send to Cleta. That's like a 30-second video or 2-minute video on how to change your website settings temporarily to run a promotion if you want to give like a 10% discount for last minute shoppers or whatever. And you can literally set it up and walk away, and it forces them to go online and order, and they get the free shipping over a certain amount, or they get the 10% or 20% or whatever you want to offer. You know, I'm not a big fan of huge discounts, but 10% for last minute ideas, you know, that's what I did the other day. And I had like $300 and something in sales because those last minute people are like, oh, let me get this. And most of the time, it's not just shopping ideas, it's people that need things for themselves, and they're just going to go ahead and get it because they're getting 10% off or whatever, or free shipping that day or whatever. So I think making yourself available and knowing that there really is still a need. You know, I saw something on Facebook that said it's 2 more days and then men will start shopping. And I thought, yeah, that's about right. They're going to start shopping tomorrow. Okay. I've had consultants that have sold $600, you know, Christmas Eve, because they're available and the product is there. Okay. Now this is for the girls that have the product, obviously, because people need it, right? Today or tomorrow. And so, you know, being available is probably your greatest asset at this point. Okay. Having inventory, your greatest asset at this point. Okay. But I also want to talk about the 26th through the 31st, because the rush of Christmas will go, okay, and you'll spend time with your family and you'll do your thing. And then hopefully with all the baskets and things that you've sold, your customers will have a gift card or something. And that's a great time to do the booking. Okay, to follow up on all the gifts that were sold, hopefully, you know, when you are selling packages and selling gifts, you are getting the recipient's contact information so you can follow up with her that week after Christmas, because that's still a very productive week. People are off of work, they're relaxing. By now, they're probably ready for their massage, they're ready for their pedicure, they're ready for their makeover. You still have time to enter people into the contest for the New York trip. Okay, so that's your urgency, okay, because that ends December 31st, okay? And, you know, people are bored. They don't want to take their Christmas trees down yet. You know, they're like waiting until the first of the year to start all this stuff. And so that's the time to really say, we should get together. It'll be a lot of fun. You know, something that I was reminded of today was that Mary Kay used to say a 10-show week, okay? A 10-show week. That is 10 parties in a week. Now we have, after Christmas, we have 6 days. So let's just say 9-show week. I mean, if you really wanted to like really, because most of us will do a 10-show week in the course of a weekend. You know what I mean? We'll do like a super Saturday and book a bunch of parties. And so, you know, when it's a mind win, you know, you win first up here and then you implement. And so when you are thinking to yourself, you know, well, you know, I'm just in the first year, I'm really going to hit it hard, or you are already, you know, that's something you really need to change. You need to be thinking in December how to finish out December strong, and then make sure, like Cleta was going over all of those things about being on target and tracking that thing. Again, like just to reiterate what she was saying, a lot of you had double credit, so you're probably a lot closer to personal sales than you think, or Princess Court, just because of the double credit that we had those 2 months. And so, you know, make sure you know where to find your numbers and where you are. It's real interesting to me that people don't know how close they are to star, or what they still need, because if you don't know how to win, you'll lose money. You're going to lose money, because Mary Kay a lot of times connects prizes and cash bonuses and things like that to tracking. And when you miss stuff, you're missing money. Remember, Mary Kay used to say, if you don't get follow-up appointments, you're leaving $300 on the table. Well, nobody would do that if you knowingly, you would never do that, right? You would never, I wouldn't leave $5 on the table. I'd probably go back to get my $5. And so you wouldn't leave 300. So you're missing out on things along the way when you're not totally aware of where all your money is to be made in this business. Okay. And you can be very profitable the 26th through the 31st. Somebody needs a red lipstick for New Year's. I mean, there's somebody's going to a New Year's party. They want a black eyeliner and red lipstick and they want to look cute. They need a new look and they're going to go into the new year looking fresh. Boom. Who are they going to think of? Okay. And so, one of the other things I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, on how you sort of track your progress is by your PCP. And I look at PCP closely with my consultants to see over the course of the year if their PCP numbers are growing. Okay. Now my PCP numbers stay right around the same because a lot of times I am recruiting out of that. Okay. So I've got my recruiting numbers are high and so I have turnaround or turnover in my PCP list because I'm transitioning those customers through products and into becoming consultants. Okay. For the ones who don't sign up right away.
And Allison,
you're going to have those. What'd you say?
For a second, for the new consultants, you may not know what PCP stands for.
Right. Okay.
Preferred Customer Program, because we got some new people that probably that went way over their head. I just want to throw that in there. So.
That's when you send a book out to your customer once a quarter. Okay. And you have the choice to enlist your customers to receive the book once a quarter that they get in the mail. It's got a great little script on the back from the company. It gives them some shopping ideas and gets them like a sneak peek on all the new stuff that's coming out. Okay. And you want those numbers to grow because through the course of the quarter, you're doing facials, you're establishing new customers. And so naturally you're enlisting them into your preferred customer program for that next quarter to get a book. And so one of the things that I look at is she sending out, how many is she sending out? You know, are you sending out 6 PCP, books every single quarter? And then you want to have a $10,000 Christmas holiday open house. Ooh, like we love you and we want you to have that $10,000 Christmas open house, but it also comes from consistency throughout the course of the year. Okay. And so this Christmas, if you're home feeling like you didn't have the greatest Christmas sales that you wanted, I want you to really, think about what was your preparation? How many new customers did you establish in the last 90 days? How have you been maintaining your customers throughout the year? Because one of the things that I do is my customers are enrolled in the Beauty e-news. You want to make sure your customers are always receiving contact from you and sending out friendly quarterly messages about the book, following up on the book, and so that they're connecting with you and they're hearing your voice and things like that. So when Christmas comes, you're getting some of that pull. They're coming to you for some of their services, okay, that they're going to need, right? And you're making yourself available to them to shop, at times that are appropriate for the both of you. So, but I really wanted to talk about that because as we go into the new year, doing the same thing and not being intentional about growing your customer base, you're never going to get away from facials. You're never going to get away from parties. You're going to have to learn how to love that and learn. And if that's your strength, you're going to have to learn how to balance it with building your team. Okay. And we're not going to get into that today, but I wanted to really talk to you about your mindset of wrapping up December, having, those makeovers that are going to happen there. And then what is your attitude going into the new year so that you can have a great December? Let me tell you a little story just really quick. Last year, we were struggling with some things with my mother-in-law, some financial stuff. And I remember thinking that I could tell by the course, and even really this year too, I could tell by the way that things were playing out that we were going to have a financial burden in the October, November, December timeframe. Okay. And I remember thinking, I have got to get on it now. I've got to do what I can do now because it plays out 3 to 4 months later. Okay, if you're lazy and you're tired and you're making excuses in November and December, it will, I mean, not November, December, but like, you know, building up to November and December, and then you want to have a rock in December, it's hard because your momentum is down. And so I remember thinking, you know, I have to pull this off because we're going to have a major bill coming around in the December timeframe. And I didn't want to have to compromise my cash for Christmas with my kids. I didn't want to have to explain to my children, oh, you know, like, we're not doing Christmas this year. We're taking sleeping pills and we're going to wake up in January. No, I mean, like I didn't want to have to do that. And so I worked my business from a different angle because we literally have the ability to do that. Okay. And when you're intentional, you can get so much accomplished. You know, when you really are pushing to finish star, when you really want to do $1,000 week in sales, or get on target for car, get into that red jacket, or get to the career conference luncheon. You know, those are things that you feel really encouraged by. And so I want to just, you know, support you and get you excited about having a really great end of the month, which pushes you into a great new year, and then practice consistency throughout the year so that in December, it all comes together and you've got a great open house, great new, fresh, excited customers. People are bringing their friends, and you don't have the same 30 customers you've been beating up all year. You know what I'm saying? Like you've got new flowing growth that's coming through your business. I mean, I remember learning about, like, you know, you want a flowing river, you know, when it comes to your business. You want, people are going to come in and people are going to go out. We love them too. They'll come back around, trust me. But you know, if you just are calling your 12 people every, you know, so did you, hey, you know, they're sick of you. They, you know, you're not busy enough. They want, you know, they love you, but you got to have some new, fresh, excited people in there too. Right. Okay. I just said something that reminded me of career conference, and that is career conference luncheon. You know, we have this call and we have next week's call, and that's it. If you miss your 600 wholesale order in December, you are not going to the career conference luncheon. Okay. The career conference luncheon requires you to have a 600 wholesale in December and January, and February too, I believe, right, Cleta? Okay, so we forget, and sometimes we give ourselves a break because it's Christmas, and then in January we're like, what happened? You know, and we missed it. And so I want you to be intentional about that. You know, I've got my 600s already in because I know it can get crazy at the end of the year. You know, we've got, you know, cleanup, we've got family, we've got different schedules, and, you know, we're squeezing in those facials of those women, those new women. But I don't like for there to be a significant amount of pressure on my 5 or 6 facials I've got booked to try to hit my goal. And it's going to support your goal, but it's planning, it's projecting and knowing, and then you can really relax and have fun with your facials. And I always find that I sell more anyway. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you, what time is it? Okay. I got one more story about cultivating a customer, and then I'm going to do the drawing from last week for somebody's going to get a prize. Okay. So I have a customer that I met at a Target parking lot. Okay. And she was basically like, you Miss Sell Mary Kay? You know how that is. And you're like, yeah. And she bought like a powder or something out of the back of my car. And so it was like a hit and run situation. I mean, after she left, I was like, oh, I didn't get her info, but I had her, she had my number, she had my book, you know, whatever. Well, time went on, and I had no way of contacting her. She wasn't getting any information from me because she wasn't on my email list. And then the next time I saw her again at Target. It's like we see each other at Target. So this time I got her phone number and I got her email address. Okay. And I got her first and last name. And she bought like an oil-free eye makeup remover and a powder. Okay. And this time I came home and I put her information in the computer so that at least she would be getting emails from me, but she still wasn't getting a book. Okay. Excuse me. And we did this like tango back and forth. Every time I would see her, she was out and about, and it was like we never really got a chance to get together. We talked about it. I said, we should get together and you can get a makeover. And she was like, yeah, that sounds great. And then we never set it up. Okay. And so I would consider her a loyal customer because she was buying about every 6 months. She was buying 3 to 4 products every 6 months. Okay. And this went on for like 2 years or so. The last time she bought something from me, I said, girl, I need to get your address so I can send you a book and blah, blah, blah. So I sent her a book. She got a book. She called me. She said she wanted me to come over because she wanted to get her usual items. And so she bought about $100 worth of stuff this time because she got the book and she saw some extra stuff. And when I got to her house, she said, I really would like to get something for my under eye area. And the truth is, I really should probably start considering something for skincare. She's 50 plus. And so I said, well, here we go. I'm here delivering products. I opened up the book and now I'm in her home. We're sitting down, we're talking, we're having coffee, and we're going through the lookbook together. And she ended up buying a time-wise repair set. And now she's a great skincare customer. I know where she lives. I've got her on her email. She's on skincare now. She's on Glamour. She bought a filled compact that was about $100 worth of Glamour. This is what she was getting before. And then she called me the next day and ordered some more. Okay, she wanted an eyeliner, mascara, stuff like that. So my point is that we have those customers that we haven't spent that time with. Okay. And we sat down and we talked about crafting because she's a crafter, and we talked about her kids and we talked about some things, but I spent about 45 minutes with her. And now I feel like I've really got her really as a loyal customer, because to me, if you're buying a mineral powder, you might buy that from Walmart if you're impulsive enough, when you go in and you're running low. And so, I just want to really encourage you to look through your list of people and think, who have I not really spent enough time with? Because she went from a mineral powder, oil-free eye makeup remover, to a filled compact, to a time-wise repair set. Okay. And so that went from a $100 sale to a $320 sale. And then the next day, she bought more. And since then, of course, I've texted her and say, how do you, your skin, how much cuter are you today? I always affirm it. Like, oh my gosh, I know you're loving your stuff. How cute are you today? And she's like, oh my gosh, and they love it, you guys. And I think that a lot of times your holiday success comes from the way you make people feel throughout the year. And so as we wrap up 2018 strong and like, bam, I want you to really be committed to the long-term commitment of what your December 2019 will look like, because you got a whole new group. You doubled your PCP list. You were willing to spend time with people. You were willing to walk people through products. You were willing to make yourself available in the clutch, like the last minute, for shopping ideas and for birthday ideas and for anniversaries and Valentine's Day and all those things that are going to be coming up. Christmas is extra special, but we got Valentine's Day right around the corner, right? And so, reach out to your director and ask her. I guarantee you, she's a selling machine. She's been selling. I've been selling a lot, and I love it. But when I look at what I'm selling to those customers that, my long-term customers, but then a lot of the new ones that are looking for more stuff because we just established our relationship 60 days ago. Does that make sense? Okay. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share on making yourself available. It's a mental win, you guys, as far as what is your 2019 going to look like? Are you going to still have 19 customers next year? Or are you going to have a whole new flowing river of customers? And it's really exciting. It's so exciting. Nobody can tell you nothing when you're selling like crazy. And people, like, I'm tired because like just today I'm mailing out products and somebody wanted a satin handset last minute to ship that out. I mean, like just to get it to her. Okay. All right. Was that good? Yes. This is where you say yes. Okay, good. All right. So I'm going to do the drawing. Now, I apologize in advance if I pick out somebody who is a sales director and I just didn't know it. I just wrote down everybody's name that made a comment. and I threw your name in here, and so we're going to pick it live so that you know who wins, and it was legit and real, and I'll send you a gift. How about that? All right, let's see. I'm going to dig in there. Okay, here's the winner. Now I'm going to read the name, and I know who this person is. Oh my goodness. Okay, and she could probably tell you how to sell a lot of product because she's been around Mary Kay for a while, and that is Sandra Griffin. Yay!
Woo,
Sandra?
Sandra Griffin.
Oh,
Congratulations. Wait a minute. I'll unmute her so she can say something.
okay.
Sandra?
Yay! Congratulations. And you know what? I want to affirm you because I see you all the time on the calls, and I know you're super loyal to your unit and to CLETA. And I just want to tell you as a sales director how important that is and how it makes us feel so good. I see you at all the events, and girl, I know this is going to be your best year yet, and this is just the beginning of what's to come. I'll send you something a little extra special. But your commitment to your business and to your customers and to your unit is just something that I noticed. And so congratulations on your win.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
You deserve it.
Yeah,
right?
you do. Yeah, you do. Okay, well, I want to add, Allison, thank you. So many great things that you said. And I just love it. Like exactly what she said is now is the time to think about what's next year going to look like. Wrap up December strong and have the best year you've ever had. And so what I was thinking when she was talking about your preferred customer program list, what if you just added 10 new customers every month? Just 10. That's 2.5 people a week. At the end of the year, you would have 120 customers plus the ones you already have. That is the biggest difference. And, you know, a lot of times Allison and I we may put, and maybe the other directors, and we'll put out like a little challenge for our customers like we did the other day. Some of you took advantage of what I threw out there about trying to sell $50 in a day. And some of you are like, wow, I sent it out to my same 12 people, just like Allison said, and only sold $10. Well, you've hounded them to death. You've got to increase your customer base. And when you do, like I only had about 10 orders, but it was almost $400. But I sent it out to probably, I don't even know, 250, 300 people. You know, that's the difference in someone that is building for long term. So really think about that, and don't get mad at a customer who just bought from you yesterday and you're trying to get them to buy again today. You got to build that up. So when we put out these little, little like text to do it a day, just understand that the more customers you have, the better results you're going to have from that. And so set a goal of how many people that you want your preferred customer to look like. And I will just say that the next one you can enroll right now, but it doesn't actually, the deadline is January the 17th. And believe it or not, you guys, that's for the spring book, the spring 2019 book that will go out on February the 12th. And when you enroll even just one blessed customer, you get to order early on February 10th. So, and there's some new things coming out that you're not going to want to miss. So, you know, you can actually enroll your customers right now, whoever you have, and then next week you do a party, you can go on there and enroll 10 more. You can go on there. It's not like extra shipping. You can enroll all the way up. And usually what I do is when they open the enrollment, I go ahead and enroll my people. And then at the last day, I look back and go, okay, who have I faced with in the last couple of weeks that I need to add to that? So it's not a panic and I've forgotten, and because it will slip up on you. So if you don't know how to enroll your customers, you usually will get an email from your director how to do that. But basically, you just go to In Touch, click on Business Tools, and click on Preferred Customer Program. And so true, Allison, about is that number increasing? Because if it's not, it really means that you are a reorder consultant and you are not building your business. It's okay if that's what you want to be. Honestly, I feel like if you're on this call, it's not okay, because this is not the reorder call. This is the Boss Babe call. So we are calling you guys to a higher level. The reorder girls are not on a Boss Babe call because they do not want to grow their business. They're perfectly happy with their 12 customers, and that is perfectly fine with us. You guys you want to increase your business, or why in the world would you get on a call December the 23rd, right? Right. So I know you want to do that. And I think by just setting a number of like you may want to look right now and see how many customers do I have right now? I have 20. Okay. Well, January 17th is when I can enroll my people for the spring book. Have a goal to maybe have 40 on that list. And did you know you can even send that book to people that you haven't facialed yet? These are people you'd like to facial. So if you got some girlfriends in another city that you sent a Christmas card, get that Christmas card list out and send them a Blessed Look book and then follow up. That's another thing. You don't have to keep them on the list every single time even, you know. So thank you so much, Allison. Everything you said was awesome. I took a whole page of notes, and honestly, I really, there's not much to add to it because it's so awesome. So I do want to mention to, on that luncheon that Allison talked about, not only do you want to do a 600 this month and next month in February, but you have to have one qualified team member. Now, by doing it all 3 months, you do get an extra beautiful pair of earrings that have pink stones in them, and that will match like that consistency necklace for all of you that did it. These haven't missed one yet this year. But you have to have one new great start qualified team member. So if you sign someone up today or in December, if they do a 600 total, December, January, February, you got your qualified. Okay? Isn't that awesome? It's a great start qualified. So if you sign them up in February and you don't have anybody yet, they got to do a 600 in February because career conference is in March. So work on that one, at least one qualified so you can go to luncheon. Directors, we have to do the same thing. You know, they used to have a thing where if a consultant wins, you get to go. Not anymore. So guess what? We're all going to get us a qualified team member, right? Right. Okay.
We need a new recruit.
We need a new recruit. Allison and I have a thing that we say no matter what we're talking about, and there's many, many things we talk about. We at the end we go, but I'm excited. I need a new recruit. Right. And that's just what we say. Because that's really a new recruit would just about fix everything. So here's what I'm going to do. You guys that are on Zoom, there's a chat box. If you just click at the bottom of your screen where it says chat, there's too many people to unmute every single person and let you say something. But if you want to say something, just click on chat and just put, you know, type something on there, then I'll unmute you and you can say something. I know that I did want to let a couple of the directors say something. So Rosemary, I'm going to unmute you. I just see your little beautiful face right there. If you'd like to say something to affirm our beautiful Allison.
Oh, I would love to affirm. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes. Hey, Rosie.
Hi, Allison. Hey, I just want to thank you for all your tips and just your encouragement. And, you know, whenever I listen to you, I'm encouraged and I'm motivated. So I know that all the people who are listening are. I know I have a couple people on the call and I appreciate those in my unit that are on. And I know that they love you and I love you and I can't wait to see you next month. But I just want to thank you and have a great Christmas.
Oh, thanks, Rosie. You're awesome.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. And I have a little guest on here, Miss Joyce Robinson. So I'm going to unmute her. Joyce, if you'd like to say something.
Hello.
Hey, girl.
You know I'm new to all of this, Cleta.
I know. That's why I thought I'd just let you say something.
Yes, yes. Allison, you rock, girl. That was awesome. Thank you for sharing. On the 23rd, I needed to hear all of that, and I am so glad Cleta's recording it because I think it's something that needs to go out to all the people right now.
Yes.
What an awesome call. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sister.
You're welcome. Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Okay, Lori, I have unmuted you.
Hey everyone, and thank you so much, Allison. Love all the tips and the ideas. And I'll just have to say that I think it was last year at the Jumpstart we did down in Florida somewhere. You had talked about like getting the bags and, you know, just the extra things that you do for your customers just to make them feel special and your packaging. And I just want you to know I did take that idea and I have been doing it ever since. And it actually made the holiday shopping or holiday gift stuff even easier for me as well, because I just made a whole station with stickers and, you know, nice bags and all the tissue stuff and bows. And anyway, do the things that she's telling you, because it really does make a difference with your customers, and they do appreciate it, and it does help with that loyalty to you, and it just makes us look so much more professional too. So thanks again for all your words, and just your you just are always so inspiring. So thank you so much.
Oh, thanks, girl.
And you know what, Allison, it's so true, because when you did that Jumpstart last year in Orlando, and I don't even know if it was before then, but you know, I got on Amazon and spent like I kind of had to I didn't control myself. And so I bought so many gift bags and stickers and tissue paper. And anyway, but I have used them all year long. It makes it easy because I just run in there. And in fact, even for Christmas, I had these gold and white gift bags. That's what I did my whole family with. Bam, easy. But I want to tell you something is that, you know, I've always thrown I try to throw a little gift in my customers' Mary Kay reorder bag. And so I took the idea that Allison gave, and I actually put I put it in a little gift bag, just a little tiny one that folds. One of those, you can buy them online. They're little tiny, and it's a little hand cream. But then I stuck a sticker on it that said, "Thank you for your business." I mean, that is totally it. I can't tell you how many hand creams I put in there, but when I put that in there, I actually get texts back. I just got this lady, she goes, "Oh, I just noticed in the bottom of my bag, thank you so much for the satin hand cream." I'm like, wow, okay, because I don't always put that sticker on it that says, "Thank you for your business." In fact, a lot of times they will call me and go, and this is my bad. They go, "You accidentally put a brush in my bag. I'll pay for it." I said, "No, girl, that was a gift." But if I put it in a little gift bag and put a sticker that says, "Thank you for your business," they know it's a gift. And they're like, "Oh, that's so awesome." I bought 30. I bought 30 of those mineral powder brushes when they were $3 or $4 a piece. And they are thinking they are getting a big gift, which they are. But, you know, I mean, I haven't been that much, but it's a nice little gift. So, Allison, you're an inspiration to all of us. Thank you for coming on this busy time to share with everybody today. And I am going to get this downloaded ASAP and put it out on the World Wide Web very, very quickly. So, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.